come to the last part of the day, a lightning talk, Building Your Network for Entrepreneurs by Radhika Mohta, who is a matchmaker and relationship coach. Radhika, a matchmaker and relationship coach, is building relationships as infrastructure. She believes that connection is the antidote to loneliness. Bringing people together over sober, curious experiences in the offline world brings her joy. And I am indeed curious to know what else she has to say about this. Please welcome on stage Radhika.
Thank you for taking out time on a weekday afternoon and being here with us. How many of us have come here with a friend or a colleague or somebody we know? Show of hands. Okay, so I understand a lot of us have come alone, and I would love to do a quick round of icebreakers. So in the next 30 seconds, if you choose to interact with a new set of people, you can get up from your chair, move to a different zone. If not, and you just want to get to know the same person you have come with, that's completely your choice. But the first icebreaker that we are doing is, let's take exactly 2 minutes to talk to the person on our left. And if you do not have anybody on your left, again, switch your seats, move around. So yeah, because if this session could be something so one way that we could go to YouTube or webinar to watch it, we would have done it at home, right? So the reason we are here is to actually connect with other humans and not bots. So to the person on your left, for the next 2 minutes, let both of you have a conversation on what brings you to GHCI 2025 and what is one learning or takeaway that you have had so far. Let's go for the next 2 minutes. We have 1 more minute to go before you close on exchanging your QR codes for LinkedIn or Paytm if you're billing for your time. All right, that's a time's up. So, how many of us, show of hands, managed to speak to a stranger right now? Ooh. And did we survive? Yes? Okay, awesome. So strangers are not scary. Strangers are just people we haven't met yet, haven't become friends yet, and they can just be nice people. And on that note, since ambition needs company, entrepreneurship can be a really lonely journey, and particularly for people like me who have chosen to, at this point in time, be a solo founder, you really need to surround yourself with your people, your tribe, and find your people faster. So before I get into building your network as an entrepreneur, I want to get into building your network as a human and as a person. And it's a very, very simple word, which is very popular, especially in Bangalore circuits, VCs. So the abbreviation is VCS, volunteering, classes, and social gatherings. Because a lot of times, people like me who have moved from outside Bangalore and we don't necessarily have our joint family support systems, study buddies, childhood friends here. To begin with, yes, you're here to build your startup, find your people, raise your investments, do your thing. But you also want to find a place to rent out. You also want to find a house help who will keep your house running. You also want to find a gardener, a car driver, or like a whole lot of things. And so to be able to set up your home, to be able to find your community, to be able to volunteer, be a part of the local ecosystem and the social fabric, take up classes, learn, be consistent with the same set of people week on week, get to know them, be part of social gatherings or host the kind of social gatherings you wished somebody would have done when you showed up here. That becomes super important as just a human who's here as an entrepreneur and trying to build. My next part on building your network as an entrepreneur, how many of us are founders? Show of hands. Alrighty. How many of us are working full time at a job currently? All right. How many of us are students who are now looking for an internship in final year of college or something?
Follow us on LinkedIn for more updates.
Okay, all right, cool.
So,
So,
to recap all the AI we're adding,
finally, when you go to ChatGPT and you ask how to build your network as an entrepreneur, they will give you exactly 10 points, which includes start with your why and leverage your existing circle, show up where entrepreneurs gather, build relationships, not Rolodexes, create value publicly, work with others, join the right groups, reach out cold, but do it well, maintain your network, and play the long game. So, with the ChatGPT response aside, because all of us could be, like I said, sit at home, do a Google search, Perplexity, ChatGPT, figure out what it is about, get done with it. The reason we showed up here is for connection, for authentic conversations, and for us to be able to, I guess, have relatable role models, people who are not necessarily 1,000 steps ahead of you, but just probably 10 or 100 steps ahead of you. So, 3 things that have really worked for me in building a reasonable social circle where people feel like everybody is known to somebody. Those would include 1, being kind, smiling, and genuinely giving compliments to people, like sincere compliments. And it's not easy, but to weave it into your everyday life, when we constantly show up at the same cafes which give us a sense of belonging, we are regular at our cult fit or whatever fitness center it is, we are consistently showing up every day somewhere, and we also get away from our phones, away from our screens, notice our surroundings, and genuinely compliment. It really helps build that noticing as a muscle, and eventually ties into the long term, which is, hey, I don't need to do a transaction with you today. I'm not being nice to you because I want money out of your pocket today, but let's just be nice to each other. Let's have a reasonable social exchange, and in the long run it does work out well, because आप उस दिन गड्ढा नहीं खोद रहे हो, कुआं नहीं खोद रहे हो जिस दिन प्यास लगी है. You have put in the effort sooner and much earlier. Second, that has worked well, has been part of communities and being a cheerleader myself for other people before I expect anything from them or even expect at all. And how that looks like is, I volunteer for a couple of startup communities in the city. I also have a couple of mentoring slots open throughout the month. There are, I mean, I don't know if it's just a very HSR Core Mangla Indiranagar thing, but we're definitely first or early adapters to a lot of startups and a lot of brands that are up and coming. So to be in that circle where you are engaging as one of the early customers, giving them feedback, constructive feedback. So this is not your Twitter customer complaint, mera paisa wapas do, mujhe refund chahiye. This is, hey, I really liked your packaging or your product, or this is what could be done better, or this is where I feel we could do things. So literally being a cheerleader to other people and being part of communities and being part of that village, which is the startup ecosystem. And the third thing, so the first was being kind, sharing nice, genuine, generous compliments. The second being being part of the local ecosystem, being a cheerleader, encouraging other people to also pursue their dreams. And the third one that has really worked well is building in public. I know it sounds like koi mera idea chura ke le jayega, oh my god, I worked so hard on doing this. But when you are building in public, and for a non-techie like me, it includes writing a blog on Medium, putting out social media posts, running Discord servers, a whole lot of things. So when people are aware about what I stand for, what are my values, what are my goals, what is something I'm building, it really attracts those kind of people. So it automatically builds your network without you doing a lot of outbound, or in my case, it's not a VC-backed startup, so I really need to put in my own money. So it helps when you're building in public. It attracts those kind of people. It might look like, for someone like me, co-working every Wednesday with people in the community connection space. For others, it could look different. But surrounding yourself with your kind of people, identifying them early on, being their cheerleader, genuinely being interested in the work that other people are doing without always thinking about my instant gratification thing or sales. That is something that has really worked out well. I have 2 minutes to go. I can take 2 audience questions.
That's not very streamlined.
Do we have a question?
Any business
Yeah.
can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you.
Why don't you intro yourself
Let's
and
create
shoot a
smart
question?
businesses. IBM.
Hi Radhika, I wanted to understand which communities are you a part of, and how could we join these startup communities to network and learn more?
Sure, awesome. So a quick hack is to type in keywords like Radhika Mohta, medium.com, and interest-based communities. That will lead to a blog which is very detailed with a whole lot of roundup on communities. But top 3 in the startup ecosystem, massive shout out to Head Start, which has been doing a lot of startup stuff. Also shout out to eChai, where we've done a whole lot of gatherings, continue to do stuff across like product marketing, a whole lot of verticals. The third, Thai, of course, you have local city chapters for Thai. So yeah, and then a whole lot of others.
And if I were to contribute as a corporate employee to any of these communities, what opportunities would I have?
Interesting. So I think as a volunteer, I have definitely seen people manning the registration desk and promoting events when they are part of larger startup communities like product folks and stuff. They just finished a product conference, and I have most certainly had volunteers come and be a moderator for our startup gatherings. So I guess those are low-hanging fruits. Okay, we have time for just one more question. Shoot.
That's not very streamlined.
So, in settings where conversations can often feel transactional, especially if you're at a networking event, how do you kind of lay the ground for a conversation that can be more meaningful, open-ended, and just generally not be transactional?
I love that question. So 3 things. One is to genuinely be interested, get to know about their work or maybe whatever their product offering, anything is, and make a note of it and then reconnect later, because then it's not a one-off thing. You are also completing the loop. Second is to be regular in one community. I have literally met people who are attending GHCI right now, people like Nida who have been in the community for 15-ish years. So it's like a sisterhood thing for her. Every year they're just getting together here and contributing and completing stuff. So rather than doing a one-off exchange, if it's a regular commitment, even if it looks like yearly, that works magically because it's not transactional. And the third thing is, for the communities that we are a part of, like for me, when I'm part of Poha Jalebi Club, my first thing would be to think about, is there somebody within Poha Jalebi Club who could help with this thing? Because then those are my people, right? So you want to unlock doors and opportunities right there.
To recap all
Thank
the
you
AI
so much for your time. Thank you for your patience. You can look me up on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you are, as Radhika, Radhika Mohta Mohta. Thank you so much, GHCI, for having me here.